So guys, this is probably the most frustrating question for interviewers. And if you can get this right, you'll probably stand a much greater chance of success at the interview. And the reason why it's so important is because particularly for smaller and medium-sized companies, there could be a family member that's interviewing you. Maybe the director who set up the company may have set it up from scratch. So they put their heart and soul into this business. And all they're looking for with this particular question is that you've done something differently. So you've actually gone away and found out some information, but then you're delivering it with some energy and enthusiasm. There's some sort of passion there that you actually want to be a part of the team. The second kind of key point that really frustrates people, again, of organizations of all sizes now, is when you kind of regurgitate the website or you look at a couple of points. Now, there's nothing wrong with looking at a company website. It's kind of the basic thing and it should form part of your answer. But if you can go away and find out a bit more information, whether it's speaking to people, recruitment consultants, and we'll touch upon this in the next segment, and you can bring information into the interview with maybe some questions and have a conversation, then that's what's going to separate you from everybody else. So what we're going to do in the next segment, as ever, is kind of just give you a couple of key pointers so that you're much better prepared than anybody else. So for the first phase, guys, just list out all the strategies. And the first of which, website. It's the natural place to go to look at achievements. Maybe it's the values of the organization. Maybe there's a project that you've seen. Just print it out. Maybe highlight some key points. Maybe have some questions on the document as well. Again, if you take that in with you, it's demonstrating your commitment to the organization. You've actually gone away and investigated. So again, it looks really good, really impressive to show the interviewing panel. So that's the first point. The second is recruitment consultants. Common theme throughout the course, but they get paid when you do, so use them. They may have some information that's maybe not on the website. So as I say, get some inside information that will support you. The third point I want to raise is friends and family. Use them if they work there, or maybe it's an ex-colleague. They will have an insight. They will understand maybe the performance, how you're going to be measured, maybe a particular USP, what's happening in your marketplace. So again, use them because they can be a valuable source of information. And the final point to raise is annual reports. Obviously, if you're going for a job for a much larger organization, have a look, see what they're doing in the next 3 to 5 years. You'll gain a valuable amount of insight into that particular organization. So the next step is, once you've collated all the information, you spoke to the necessary people, looked at the website, then concentrate on 2 to 3 facts that you want to discuss at the interview. So maybe it's about customers, maybe you've researched your sales area, maybe it's the culture of the company, their future plans. Maybe you've done some work on the values of the organization so you understand what they stand for. And again, there's other options such as achievements and the history of the organization. So once you've carried out your investigation, you understand about the organization, just break it down into those 3 key points that you want to discuss. And then I say we'll move forward to the sample answer so you can understand how it would sound. I know you're one of the leading experts in your industry with over 20 years experience, and you supply both products and services to Microsoft and Oracle. From carrying out my own research, I know there's a huge potential growth in my particular area. I've identified a list of top 10 prospects, and if you have time, I'd love to talk to you about how I feel we could close those particular deals. I've also taken the time to speak to one of your employees. I really want to understand more about the company internally, and they inform me how there's a real team ethic, a culture of support that provides salespeople the best opportunity of achieving target, which is why I want to work here. So there you have it, guys. It's just the lower level of detail that you can get into, the more impressive it's going to be to the interviewing panel. So again, trying to avoid that regurgitation of the website. There's nothing wrong with kind of giving the basics, but with that answer, okay, here's what's going on in my area. Here's how I think I can improve and hit targets. But also, I've actually done my own investigation into the culture of the company, which again is equally impressive. Again, we opened up with the first segment of this video saying how important it is to really understand the organization, what they do, because again, there's many people who've invested an awful lot of time probably to get that organization to where it is. So thanks for listening, and we'll move on.